All right, folks, we're back. That's right, we're back. It's me, the BEAST. And of course, this wouldn't be the show of shows without the man, the myth, the meth, the you know what? I see I've been gone so long. The man, the myth, and the legend, Slang Hugh.
Yes, yours truly, Slang. We back at it like a craftmatic. It's been a minute, but we back up in it.
Yeah, baby. All right. Again, I don't know what we're gonna call this season 2, 3, 7. Oh no, we just back at it.
What?
All
We
right, we
just
just
back at it.
back at it.
We just
And it's
back.
been a long time. It's like how have you been, man?
I'm good, man. You know, life is life. Life is good. I stay keeping it positive. It's good. I can't really complain. Oh, actually, just reminded myself there's something that I got to talk to you about. But yeah, I've been what part of what I've talked to you about is been planning my 50th celebration, which is next year. So that's kind of an inspirational thing. I just came from studios back to rapping a little bit more. We just dropped a video today, actually.
I was
From
waiting for that. I saw
yeah,
the hype. I'm like, yeah. When I saw the army fatigue, I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's going
that's good
on?
promo. That's good promo.
I'm
Uh,
like,
That's
you're
probably my first verse in released verse in
years,
years, years.
years. You've
No,
just been
sorry,
doing
I'm lying.
beats.
Technically, it's second because I did a verse on Trey, big up TRA, the rhyme animal. I did a verse on his project that I
Okay,
produced.
okay.
So this is two. I did a verse because I also produced all the music on this project with
Everything.
Che
So
Uno.
it's all you.
Yeah, Che Uno
Hey,
Language Arts,
that's
which
that's
yeah,
that's
you reminded me of two things. So yeah, one, off air birthday remind me, and
of
two,
course.
I gotta do something for my music when I get off here. So, yeah. See, show's good for
Some,
everything. But hey,
sometimes we just have to it just triggers us to get things going. You know what I
word.
mean? Like right now,
Well,
I'm looking at my room in the back. I'm like, yo, I need to do some cleaning right now. My
I
place is
know
a
those
mess.
ones. I know
I'm like,
those ones.
wow, I don't even have the green screen or anything. But again, we're starting from scratch. So we're always from scratch. We're rebuilding again. So
Rebuilding,
been
and
been
nothing wrong
gone
with it.
for a minute.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing
Nothing.
wrong with it. But how you been?
Nothing. I've been all right. I've been all right. Ups, downs. I had pops here for a minute, 5 months, and again, ups and downs. You know when you have your parent or an elder or any type of person that is a loved one to you, and you see them in a certain state, it's tough,
Mm,
very tough.
mm,
So um, I did my best. I did my best for him, with him, and he got to hang out with my daughter, and
nice,
we had some great quality time. There's the ups
nice.
and downs because of his health. But true enough, he was here. That's all that mattered to me.
Oh, he's
So
no longer there.
we sent him to Nigeria, right? Well, not sent him to Nigeria. He wanted to
Oh,
go.
yeah, you
He
shipped him
wanted
off.
to go. I didn't want to say I shipped him off, although he did ship off, but he was like, "Yo, it's cold." I'm like, "Dad, it's
You're
August.
damn right.
It's cold. I'm out of here." I'm like, "All right,
I don't
cool.
blame him.
I'm out."
I don't blame him.
And the thing is, and this is the funny thing, is that when he's in his element, man, he's back to like
He's
how he
better.
was. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
almost
yeah.
the sun, the atmosphere. He just
Yeah.
feels good,
It's
and everybody's
familiarity too, man.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
makes
For those
sense.
who don't know, Pops is kind of showing signs of early dementia,
Mhm.
and I saw it, I caught it a while ago,
Mm.
but I don't think really people have accepted it. Even the doctor said, "No, he's just
Mm.
old." But I'm like, "Man, no, this is not my guy."
It's
The
not the
guy
man
was
you know.
quick-witted and made funny jokes and whatever. Now he's just mumbling around and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, this not him. So I try
Mm.
to entertain him as best I could. Bring
Yeah.
up a lot of old school stuff we used to watch. I actually bought
Smart.
the Sportsnet channel,
Mhm.
and I made sure that the Blue Jay games were on or any type of games were on. So he would watch, hey, do you remember George Bell or Cito Gas? And then I'm like, yeah, we'd be
Mm.
having just talk conversations. And if I ever when I went to work, I put on the channel for him, even if it's a replay, he'd watch
Mhm.
the game. Boom,
Beautiful.
he'd be
I love
live,
it. I
right?
love that.
So I
Love
kept
that.
him in the moment.
Mhm.
kept him in the moment. I was happy with that. So, you know,
Speaking of which, Blue Jays
mm,
kicked some Heine
yo, listen,
today.
Toronto's back, yo. Toronto's
Sorry to
back.
switch to that quick, but before we switch to that, I just wanted to throw that in there because you said the
Mhm,
Blue Jays.
mhm,
Um, so you touched on how difficult it is because it's like, not that I can understand because I haven't been there, but I do understand in terms of your heroes becoming human,
mm,
which is I think that's a thing that we don't obviously don't all get at the same time, and but for most of us it's inevitable. The longer you live, the longer your parents live,
mhm.
speaking specifically to those heroes, and it doesn't even have to be your bloodborne parents, it could be
Right,
those
right.
who raised you.
Adopted predator, yeah.
Yeah,
Auntie, uncle, whatever,
whatever,
grandma, grand yeah,
grandparents, whatever.
yeah.
um to see them, like you said, in that state has to take a drastic toll on you. And then it's also, especially like with things like dementia, or I mean any quote unquote debilitating illness,
Mhm, mhm.
it, it takes effect on you in that, oh my gosh, this is the man who was the strongest man I knew. uh, now he's having challenges, and as well as, did you experience, okay, sorry, I'm rambling, but let me get to the point. There's that side of it, which is a negative side.
Of course.
But did you experience the pleasure or the joy in having to be able to take care of him in his time of need?
The fact that there was no question. When I heard that he needed it, I said, "No question. Let's go. Bring him
Mm,
over."
mm,
The joy I had was setting
mhm,
up the bedroom that he had for him. Bought the bed,
mm,
set up
mm,
the table, the TV, got the dresser. I
yeah.
said, "Yo, I'm saying, Dad's living with me right now. Like, I haven't seen him
Yeah,
in so many years, and he's living with me." I was
yeah,
so overwhelmed with joy. You know what I'm saying? And then the minute he saw my daughter, it was just two peas in a pod. It was
nice,
just it just felt nice, you know? The fact
nice.
that I can go to work, yes, he's gonna be home, whatever. But I came home and all I hear is, "Welcome home. How was your day?" I'm coming home most of the time with an empty house.
Right,
I'm like, the
right.
fact my dad's here and said, "Hey, how was your day?" And they'll talk to him. Just like old times. You come home from school. How was school? Great. Just now I'm older. Hey, how was your day? Great. Or it wasn't great. Or I tired. Yo, the
Mm,
best feeling in the world, and people might make fun of me. The best feeling in the world is when I wasn't feeling well and dad went to dad mode. He said, "Oh," I said,
mm,
"I had a headache." Okay. He said, "You, oh, about today, you have to go to the bathroom and put yourself cold water." And I'm like,
mm,
man, yeah. You know what I mean? Or did you have any Tylenol? Make sure you have Tylenol. Yeah.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he went
That's
into care
beautiful.
mode. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have to. And that's just the instinct. And that's what people don't realize now is that they still have it in them, and it will never go. Like, if my daughter is 40 and I'm 80 or whatever, I'm like, I'm
Still
gonna be
adapt.
dad still. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be dad still. Yeah. So like I said, it felt good. Felt good for him to kind of care for me
Mhm.
when he didn't have to, right? Like I said, they don't lose that instinct.
Nurture, protection,
And yeah,
all of that.
it felt so good. And as
Mhm.
much as I'm caring for him again, it felt nice that he was still caring for me, you know? Um,
Yeah.
that was the joys of it. Yes, there's the fact that he wasn't in the greatest health. I mean, you know, forgetting things and repeating things, but I got used to it.
Mhm.
Conversation were being going in circles. I'm fine with it. I'm all right. But the other stuff, that was great, man. That was great. Going out to um, KFC and picking up chicken like we used to do. We did that.
Mm.
Making rice at home with him. It was good. And then again, we were watching either it's the Blue Jays or wrestling, and then those are the things that we used to do on a regular basis. So I'm like, yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's beautiful.
and it was just a good time, and I was so grateful. As much as it put me in a bit of a hole, I was still so grateful that I had that time to do it because
Yeah.
again, you never know now. And a perfect example, um, I
Mm,
work in the I guess the home care system,
excuse me.
and
Yeah.
unfortunately, one of my residents passed away today, and
Condolences.
they just had a birthday on the Saturday, right?
Wow.
And it just
Wow.
like that, it was gone, and I'm like, I'm still dealing with it as though they weren't close, but it hurts that you
Mm,
have somebody there and then gone the next day, and like, what do you do, right? So I definitely
nice.
appreciate the time I had with Pops. Not gonna lie,
Nice.
he was very very adamant of me going back to Nigeria and visiting,
As you
and
should.
I get it, I get it.
Mhm.
But again, the economy now and life right now,
Yeah.
totally hard to kind of do. So
You
I'll
know,
work on it, but
not
it's
yeah, and I understand, there's no discounting it. Finances financially, it's and it's always tough financially to travel unless you have money, and that's just how it is.
yeah,
I will tell you the same reasoning, the same thing that you just said. You just never know is why
I need to go.
I don't even think it should be considered a sacrifice. I was going to say why you should make the sacrifice, but I'm not even considered. Just what you said,
Yeah,
why you should go,
yeah,
and of course, try to be on their best foot possible to go, but make it a priority is what I'm
yeah,
saying because
and
you
it's
never
true.
know.
You know exactly because and the last time I was there was when I had to lay my mom to rest. But even that trip, like how I'm explaining to you now about how dad was with me,
Mm.
that was the best trip I've ever had, bro.
See,
Like the energy, the camaraderie, the jokes, the entertaining, everything was everything there. I had everybody there.
Mm,
What I mean everybody, everybody was there.
the entire family.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's
Everybody
good.
was there from mom's side, dad's side, cousins, second cousins, the school teacher that my mom was working with, or the
Mhm.
next door neighbor that my dad was living. Everybody was there, and you just
That's great.
heard stories and you heard a vibe that like you could not replace.
Yeah,
I told myself if I never go back, that was the best trip I've ever had in my life.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I get it. That kind of actually reminds me of similar. When I went to the first, not the first time, wouldn't be the first time, but that was probably the first time in a long time that I've been
Mm.
back to Jamaica was when my grandfather, my dad's father, died.
Okay.
And a similar experience because all my aunts and uncles were there. I met new cousins. I met new aunts and uncles. But that's a story for a different day. I met, I
It
met
happened.
yo, hell yeah, especially in that country. But anyhow, so there, the community to
Mhm.
encompass everybody that you just laid out
Yeah.
was amazing. The culture
Mm.
was amazing because the feel, both of those things probably is what led to feeling at home. Like I'm not an advocate of going to Jamaica every year or all of my trips like a lot of people that I know do.
Right. Right.
I mean, actually think that's funny.
Mm.
I'm about seeing the world. But I one thing I will say is anytime I'm there, that's the most at home I feel anywhere. And I wasn't even born there. I was born
That,
here.
I was saying the same thing. I'm like, I feel more at home there, and I haven't even been there to live there. And
Yep.
I feel
More home.
like again, we do have our homes and our houses there, but I
Mm.
walk in there, I feel like this is my place.
Yeah.
Like the energy is just so calming. And I get it, you're on vacation, but I mean, even if I was there for a good 6 weeks. So even
Mm.
if I was there longer, I was just like, yeah, man, this is it. This is home right here. I can't complain about it. So it was beautiful.
That's
It was
yeah, that's
beautiful.
good. That's good.
It was beautiful. But again, that is um the goal. And everybody has been on my case about the goal because I've put it
Mm.
off for so long to the point where I have to get myself a new passport. So that
How
is the
many years
goal
is
that
that since you've been there?
2012.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
about well, I mean, I went to Jamaica this year, but before that, it's probably like 10 years for me,
Yeah,
something like that.
so I think I'm definitely well due. And now the thing is that do I want to tell everybody that I'm going and plan it, or do I want to
Pop
just
up.
be there? Boom. You know what I mean?
I vote to pop up, but I also get why you might want to let people
Yeah,
know so they're prepared.
one or two. I might have to let one or two know, but
Oh
again,
yeah, make it a
once one or
surprise for
two
most.
knows,
Yeah,
the whole
they
place
always.
is gonna know. That's how
Well,
Africans do.
hey, that's how you test who can keep a secret.
Well, again, if they know their cousin or their second cousin from Canada is coming, they're gonna
No,
prance
no.
around. Hey, this
Let's
guy's
put
gonna
a
give me
challenge.
the
Hey, I just got an idea. Let's put a challenge like this. Don't make me beat you to Nigeria. Let's do it that way. Because I
wow.
want to go there. I definitely want to go there and Ghana. So don't make
You know
me
what?
beat. I want to go to Africa. Period.
Fair enough.
I'll go almost anywhere. I don't know. I won't say anywhere, but I only know the places that have been suggested. Of course, Ghana, of course, Nigeria, of course. I
Has has
definitely want to
has
go to
Ethiopia been suggested to you?
Ethiopia has been suggested. Yep.
Kenya?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, these I've been to Kenya on a stopover.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a beautiful country
Yeah,
right
I
there.
want to see
Like,
all of that stuff.
and the thing is, like I said, my algorithms from social media are just popping up about just Nigerian content or African content, and they're just it's separating from how people used to look at them to what they're looking at right now.
Mhm.
I was so amazed and proud that Nigeria has a subway system or a train system.
See, they don't
I was
even.
like,
They never show that stuff, right?
what the heck? And yeah, I'm like, wow.
We're just having this conversation today, actually, in the studio session about why is it that the West world or whatever North America
Mhm.
does not, if it's so bad at these countries around the world that are not UK, not Europe, not
Mhm.
Americas, why is it that the countries that are considered that they consider allies with wealth not helping them, not helping them to be better, which happens, according to the system. We do donate money to these countries, but my answer was it benefits them to keep them at a certain level.
Yeah, because if
That's
they get
that's
better,
that's number two. Number one is none of these countries are as bad as they keep portraying them to be. They do that for the same reason as number two, to keep up the semblance or the facade of superiority. We're the best place to live on earth. When if we really dip into it, North America's like the worst place to live, one of the worst places to live in terms of life,
yeah,
in
it's
terms of what's the term?
in terms of civil, in terms of
I know,
like,
quality of life.
okay, but it's I believe it's more of a fear monger mentality. Put the people in fear so they don't know better, right?
Mm.
Oh, Africa, they have disease and famine and lions, tigers, and bears. Meanwhile, you can have that in Florida, bro. Like,
Okay. There's
what are you
never
talking
been
about?
you've never heard of a travel advisory on going to America or Canada. There could be a riot in America and there wouldn't be no travel advisory. So why is there travel advisories in all these other countries? Jamaica being one of them that I've been to multiple times and have no problems. Many people have been to and have no problems. In fact, locals know, or not even locals, people that are from these places know. Again, I'll speak for Jamaica. People
Mhm.
that are from Jamaica, pretty much the saying is they don't mess with tourists because that's the money.
Yeah, that's
I'm
their
not
bread and
saying other
butter.
countries don't have these problems, and maybe that I've heard of stories, and I've even known of stories of things to happen to foreigners in these countries,
True,
but it's far and few between.
100%.
I don't think it's any worse or better than America or
No,
Canada.
I
I'm sure
agree. I
foreigners die
agree.
here all the time,
I
and
agree.
there's no advisories.
They won't broadcast it. They'll broadcast everybody else's business, but they won't broadcast their own,
You have to
right?
keep it up.
Th-
You
there's
can't be a
what school
master.
school shootings at an exponential high right now. When's the last time you heard of school shooting in Nigeria or Jamaica? But we have a travel ban to go. And again, that's us being us right now. We're
Yeah,
getting we're getting the juices flowing right now. We're getting back in the
yeah.
mix right now. So it's not surprising that they do that
Mhm.
because again, like I said, fear it definitely produces a lot for North America.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
and they keep a
That's
lot of people they
that's a
keep a
great
lot
way
of
to
people
put
in
it.
the dark.
Yep.
They keep a lot of
And a
people
lot
in
of
the dark.
people choose to be in the dark. A lot of people like the darkness. This is what I'm
It's
coming
called
to learn.
ignorance. It's ignorance.
And
That's what it is.
and
Not even
and
choosing. They're just
willful,
ignorant.
willful ignorance
Oh,
or
100%
willful
is
ignorance
willful.
and cognitive dissonance, sorry. There are definitely people who in I wouldn't even say enjoy because they've tricked themselves into thinking that they don't know any better, but they actually I shouldn't even say there are people because I think we all do benefit from the f- the idea that we are in a better situation than others.
That's an opinion.
It's definitely an opinion, but it's so again, if we're speaking still on the same level of global wealth, and
Mhm.
because Africa is one of the richest continents, if not the richest continent
The richest,
in the
the
world,
richest.
but
I'll say
gets
the richest.
treated and talked about like it has nothing there.
Mhm.
So, within that topic, I'm saying that we as Canadians, or and I'll speak for Americans to a degree, we are taught that we're better than those places. And a lot of us eat it up because that's what makes us proud to be Canadian, proud to be American, proud to be whatever we're from. That is supposedly better than what they're going through over there. We don't have what they have going on. We might have our problems. And that even boils down, and that's not even just a political Zionist um country pride thing. That boils all the way down to in your own home,
Mhm. Mhm.
which is what causes the rat race or the keeping up with the Joneses
Yep.
things. We are looking at each other and wanting to be better, wanting to have one up. Because, bro, if we all lived in mud huts, would anybody care who has the biggest mud hut?
It's a mud hut.
It's a mud hut. There's only one. Actually, let me rephrase that. If there's no way to make a bigger hut,
Why
everybody
would
has
anybody want to
one.
make
Nobody, because we're human. Why it changes is because we're human beings, and we are. There is going to be a man who's going to be like, "Yo, I want a 2 room hut."
Yeah. 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 Greed,
Yeah,
um,
I want a 4 acre.
jealousy, envy,
All of
pride,
these,
all that
all of these things.
the things that we have been thrust upon us
Yep.
makes us our own enemy. So yeah, I totally agree. And to think about it, we're talking about how people are living. Half the time, we choose to live the way we live. We definitely choose the way we live. If you want to do better, you can make better, just better choices. You want to take that risk? Take that risk. Repeat. Again, we both of us, we're here in our homes. Heat on, light on.
Mhm,
Okay, that's us feeling comfortable. If you're not
mhm,
feeling the vibe, it's up to you to change it. Plain and simple. Like you have the option to do that. Again, in places like Jamaica or Africa, some people don't have that option,
mm.
but they make do with what they have. They're happy. They're healthy, and they
Less
continue going.
stress. They have less
Yeah.
stress. They have less money, but less stress.
Hmm. Hmm.
What does that tell you?
Biggie was right. More
Yeah.
money, more problems. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That's what he said. He
Yeah,
ain't lying.
he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, he
He
wasn't
was.
wrong. But you're
He
right.
was.
We as people I think need to go out more. You realize again, and I think North America is getting the gist that they're not as big as they think they are. Perfect example.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Again,
yeah. I
sports
agree.
are sports, right? But you have what they claim is one of the biggest sports in North America, which is the NFL.
Mhm.
And now they are now hosting games in European countries during the regular. Remember,
That's
it
right.
used
That's
to
right.
be exhibition. Now they
Yep.
actually have regular seasons there,
Yeah.
right? So they know
That's right.
that's where the money is. They're tapping in to where people have money because these guys, they don't have all that. They have
Mhm.
soccer, but they've had soccer for hundreds of years, and
Mhm.
they know what they bring something new, fresh. Those jerseys that are probably costing $200 US, they're probably
Yep.
going to be costing 250 euros out there, and they're going to cash in because they're going to buy it. Those tickets, they're going to cash in,
You
right?
have
The
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 name
the, the
recognition.
endorsements, they're going to
Yep.
cash in.
Mhm.
I'm giving you a heads up now. In probably the next 10 years, there's going to be NFL in Africa. Games
Africa,
will be
eh?
there. I'm telling you,
Oh,
bro.
you mean like, actual similar to what's going on now in the
Yes,
UK
yes.
and
They're gonna
okay.
they're gonna branch
Yeah,
out and
I can see
go there for
yeah, I can
games.
see
They're gonna have somebody build a stadium that can definitely fit them,
I can see
and
that.
because there's a lot of Nigerians that play in
That's
the
true.
NFL. There's
That's
a
a
lot
good
of
point.
Ghana people
I
playing
was
it.
going to say I could see them going to China first, but what you just said changed my
Oh,
mind
yeah.
because of the players, and you can make the connect similar to a Yao Ming kind of way. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That
Exactly.
makes
So again, because I remember when what's his face, Zai Zuri, well the ex president slash general manager for the Raptors,
Mhm.
he brought that whole organization up to the Africa,
That's right.
Giants of Africa. I mean, and now there's a bunch of people from all these African countries that are going trying to play in the NBA.
Yeah,
That's a money grab right there. So NFL is going to be jumping on that soon. It
100%.
makes sense. Makes
100%.
sense,
That's
right?
true.
Just like baseball in China, China is China's baseball is huge. It's bigger
Yeah.
than the US.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's bigger. They
Well, they
take
have more
holidays.
people, so that makes some sense.
Yeah, yeah, but they have it. How should I say? I don't believe that the money is the factor. It's the game itself, the
Mm,
rivalries, the passion of the game. There is talent.
mm.
The best player in the Major League Baseball is from overseas.
Yeah, he's Japanese, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shohei
yeah.
is the best
Ohtani?
player. Otani is the best player
Yeah.
to ever play the game right now.
He's
Pitching
definitely
and he
going that route.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna win MVP again,
He's
right?
definitely going the fact
He's
that
already won a World Series.
he's a great pitcher and a great hitter, we've never seen that before. That's
No.
and to
The
your
last
point,
time is probably Babe Ruth, but he was not
yeah,
one
they
better
don't
than the other.
there's no camera on that.
Yeah,
We only heard story legend. And
exactly.
to your point, even in the NBA, arguably the top 5 players are not from the US. Top 5 players in the league, and Wemby, who there are now people are saying maybe the next best ever,
Yeah. Mhm.
is from overseas as well.
Yeah.
That makes
Joker's out
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doncic, like all these folks.
Shea,
Again,
yeah.
we sit. Yeah, all these guys are sitting in a bubble and not being seen because everybody thinks the US has the best. And I'm not saying they're not good. The US have the best probably training and
Mhm.
dedication to make athletes. But
I
I'm
think
telling you,
overall, I'm generally speaking, and okay, sorry. It depends on what sport we're speaking about, of course. But if we're
mhm,
talking specifically football, American football and basketball,
mhm,
Americans, I think, still have the best overall. So they may not have 1 through 5 of the top 10,
okay, yeah,
but they have from
50, let's say.
6 to maybe 25,
Okay,
the rest of it.
I can
That
I can definitely agree to that. But again, that's pretty much their sport.
yeah,
I gauge
for
I
now.
gauge I gauge the athletics through worldwide sports, and the best I think is to go to the Olympics or the World Cup. Like those Olympics are
Yeah,
random.
that's cool.
Back in the day,
Yeah,
I would be watching the Olympics. Brian Williams would be on there, and I'd be watching that, and I'll be seeing athletes from
mhm,
all over, and I'll be always watching the medal count. Russia, China, back in the day, Yugoslavia, all these places. And then you
mhm.
have the Americans, and then the down below is the Canadians. Like,
Canadians were yeah, but Americans have done well in Olympics.
they have.
Yeah,
Again, for
The
certain
gap is
sports.
closing in certain
Yes,
sports,
but
but
certain sports,
they've always
right?
done well.
And I do believe they're adding more sports to kind of help the Americans. I mean, now they're
Oh, you
putting
think
in
so?
flag football. They're putting in, I guess,
3-on-3 is in there now.
golf has already been there for a
Break
while. But
dancing. I'm joking.
hey, hey, you know
Joking.
what?
It's in
It's
there.
in there. I
Apparently,
don't
it's
know.
not
Is
going to
there?
be in the next one.
No, they took it out because of the embarrassment that they did with that lady. I'm
No, they
sorry.
said it. They didn't say that. They said, well, they say it's because
Yeah,
they.
come on, we know. We all know.
Yeah.
She ruined it. Whatever happened, like imagine if we had Turbo and Ozone there, as I mean that'd be great. I mean, there's a lot of like there's a Red Bull dance off that they have. I've seen clips of great dancers.
Oh yeah, no, there's way better people out there
Right.
than
Sometimes I'm trying to figure out how do you make an Olympic team if you're not sending the best out there. And this kangaroo jumping woman is claiming that she's top notch. Top notch of what,
this
man?
kangaroo.
Yeah,
Jump.
I said it. I said it. I'm not hating on Australia. I'm hating on that woman. She duped
No, she should have never
everyone.
been. She shouldn't have
She
never been there.
duped
She didn't
everyone.
dupe nobody, bro. I don't. She all what happened is the real guys didn't come out. That's all that could have happened,
Okay, so they
and
didn't win.
or it's Australia. Australia, you're gonna have to stand up for yourself because if there are not better breakers in Australia than that woman, y'all gotta. It's on y'all.
And here's the thing, though. Okay, this is what I thought was going to happen. Just like how the U.S. were getting their butt kicks by all types of countries in basketball, they said, "Hey, yo, Mike, Magic, Larry, let's bring these guys together and make a dream team. Let's go. Let's dominate." I thought because of the how bad this stuff was, I'm gonna think, yo, Turbo, come here. Get the young boys. Yo, get to the hood.
Listen,
Yo, we gotta dominate this thing. And then they will put on a show. I would have seen that because I've seen just TikToks of people dancing. I'm like, wow, these guys are talented. And I'm looking at the Olympics. I'm like, these guys, they ain't that great. So I wanted to see this. I want to see this spectacle. I want to see the Americans show up with their best of the best because they have some dance and people know.
they're not gonna win though. If it's that's another thing. If it's best or best, especially in breakdancing, I don't give it to America. I think
Them
somebody
Filipinos. Them Filipinos are
France,
oh, they're
Philippines,
twins.
um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anywhere else,
Actually,
Denmark.
a lot of the Koreans and Chinese they dance.
Yep,
They can
yep,
dance.
yep, yep.
I was
100%,
very shocked when I
hundred
saw them,
percent,
and it's not like just basic locking and pop. They are creative. Like
bro.
they
There's
mix gymnastics with their expressions, with
some,
props,
there's some
clothing.
crazy dudes out there, bro.
I'm like, wow,
Crazy.
man.
That's see, that is an art form as well, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think our art in general is more appreciated outside of North America than it is inside. Don't get me wrong. I also think America pours into their artists similar in a similar way that they pour into their athletes.
Mm.
But the pure, if I should use the word pure, forms of art are more appreciated outside. Even the things that America created, like breakdancing, like hip hop, um, a bunch of things is more appreciated by those that are further away from it.
Okay. Okay. With that being said, though, so then why does it not happen in the reverse? Why do the North American countries kind of crap on the stuff that are outside of their realm? For instance, soccer.
Mm.
They don't give soccer is the biggest, if not, well, I wouldn't say that. Is it the
It's the
biggest?
biggest sport in the world.
It is
It
the
is.
biggest sport in the world, but North America put it on the back burner.
Mhm.
They just got their league and all that stuff going. MLS, all that stuff
Mhm.
is coming.
Right.
Meanwhile, you have the Premier League that's been going on for like 500 years. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Cricket is like the
Why
fourth biggest sport in the world.
the cricket World Series, World Cup, whatever, that is huge.
Yep.
Millions are watching. When I saw a clip of Pakistan versus India in a cricket match,
Mhm.
it's almost like the place went silent. Like everybody is watching this.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody in the world is watching this. That's how big it was,
Mhm.
right? People
Mhm.
in Ontario, they were sitting, they brought their family over, they sit and watch it. Like that's a big deal. But
Mhm.
but North America itself, they don't they don't put anything into that, right? They don't put anything into the soccer, the cricket, maybe you can say tennis and golf, but again, those ones that are popular, rugby, all these games are bigger than a lot of these games like hockey
Mhm.
and football and baseball. But they crap on it. They crap on it. Why?
Again, I think it's back to what we were talking about when we were talking about the economy and the politics. I think it's in order to boost themselves up, they push other things down.
Mm,
And there I was gonna say something now. I kind of forgot what I was gonna say, but because America even does it to us, to Canada, right? Like there's a big brother thing.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
remembered.
yeah.
Which we've said this before. I've said it before, at least on this show. America has the greatest marketing team ever.
Oh yeah.
They have convinced the world that it is the center of entertainment, the center of success, the
Hmm.
center of celebrity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Fame and all of these things that and convince all of us
Yep.
and all these other countries that they want that.
Correct.
Now, we can applaud a thing like Bollywood, for example,
Mm.
but it's called Bollywood because it was patterned or at least took inspiration from the American Hollywood. They have is it Nollywood?
Nollywood for Nigerians, yeah,
Nollywood for
yeah.
Nigerians, same thing.
But here's the funny thing though is that majority of these cultures have been making movies way
Before.
before
Yep.
the Americans. There is a lot of Asian movies out there that are that would trump anything that they were doing at that time, right? Same with so one of some of my funnest and most favorite movies are East Indian movies.
Mhm.
That kung fu that like as corny as it looks,
Oh,
man,
yeah, yeah, we loved it.
yeah.
We loved it.
And you would, and again, back in the day when they had the VHS, you would go and buy or rent all of them and watch them. Boom, boom, boom. And you would read the subtitles. It's a different language. I don't care. Doesn't matter. The art is the art. You're showing you're seeing what you want to see. It was a beautiful thing. Well, because it wasn't American or wasn't North American, it was second tier.
That's why it's the
Listen,
greatest marketing machine ever because it's not about the quality as much as it is convincing you that there is quality.
yeah.
Like your best movies, most or I shouldn't say most of your, but a lot of the best movies are not popular.
Give me an example. Give me an example of a popular movie or a great movie that is not popular.
That's a
That
good
that
challenge. That's a good challenge. That's a good challenge. I can't even think of one right now. That's a good challenge. A great movie that is not popular.
mm,
And part of the problem is I can't think of it because I don't see them often enough. But
you'll be flooded with all the
you know
ones
what
that you fuck with.
a great movie that's not popular actually? Um Great is strong. No, I won't even say it, but a good movie. She's
Mhm.
gotta have it. Spike Lee's first film.
Yeah,
Not
it's a cult classic.
It's a cult classic.
Yes,
That's what we refer to as great movies that are not popular. Cult
fair enough.
classics.
Fair,
And
but again, these
sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes a cult classic is trash and
but then you have, for instance, another I will say a cult classic wasn't great, but it got its recognition after the fact. For instance, the Back to the Future series.
Mhm.
Back in the day, it was good. It wasn't great, but I mean, if you talk about a series, a lot of people will talk about that and like, yeah, this movie, this series was great. I'm like, okay, it's one of my
Yeah.
favorites, but again, like my favorite. movie of all time is Coming to America, and that was not a great film,
I
but
disagree. What I
no,
understand.
no, to the standards that is right now, it was
Mm,
very, whatever. But I still say it's one of the greatest movies ever done.
I think that's probably one of the greatest comedies ever done. Never
Oh,
mind
I
this
I
movie.
I know it is. I say it is because Eddie Murphy, and they have a new documentary for him as well. But Eddie
Yeah, yeah,
Murphy
yeah. I know watch that.
broke the mold when it came to that. So
Yeah,
again, you have some, nuggets that you say, yeah. Another one I think is a very good one is Shawshank Redemption.
great, great movie.
But again, people won't think it's, it's the prison and still
No,
let them.
Shawshank is considered a great movie.
Really?
Yeah, generally
I don't.
speaking, yes.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, I can watch that over and over
I
again because.
I I would even say the same of Coming to America. Maybe if you're speaking of the time of their release, but even then, I think both of those movies are widely considered great.
Mm.
At least, and Coming to America is at least good because comedies get a different rap, right? Like
Oh, yeah. This is true.
comedies aren't as usually aren't as heralded because
Yeah,
it's a comedy,
yeah.
especially
No,
like a dramedy maybe, but it's like a mostly a comedy.
yeah.
They kind of get
Nope.
pushed under.
This is why a lot of the comics, they went and tried to change, their genre because they wanted the accolades. Perfect
Right.
example with what's his face there? Jim
Robin
Carrey.
Williams. Oh, Jim Carrey. Okay, okay,
Jim
okay.
Carrey always does comedy. Then all of a sudden he tried to do some of these different movies. I think at the number 23, which I think is a good movie,
Mhm.
but again, it's
I
not
never
you.
watched that. Did I watch that movie? I know
You
what
need
it's
to watch.
about. I
You
don't
need
remember if I've watched it. I know what
you
it's
need to
about.
watch that.
I
You
think
need
I
to
did
watch
watch
that.
it.
You need to
Anyway,
watch that. If you haven't watched anybody, you need to watch that movie. That
see,
movie
I
is
think
one
I
of
did
those
watch it,
psychological
but I don't.
thrillers.
Yeah, I remember all of that, but I don't
Ooh,
remember. I don't remember the story or how it
okay.
ends, type
Okay,
thing.
that's homework for you there, brother. Because
Yeah.
we have to bring back scene and unseen.
Indeed,
Yeah.
scene.
Scene. Exactly. So that again, like all these actors that were doing comedy, again, Robin Williams is a perfect example too. He was always comedy. And then he's like, he was never getting recognition. And everybody says he's
Mhm.
one of the greatest out there. I'm like, yeah, but he's doing comedy. So they're gonna just put him on there. When did you see a comedy get great best picture? Never.
Not best picture.
No.
There probably is one. There
They'll probably
probably is.
get best lead actor in a comedic role. That's what they say.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, comedy always gets a back seat because they don't take it seriously. There's no amazing score. There's no great cinematics. There's no effects that are
Usually,
crazy.
because that's what I'm saying. I guess it's more of a dramedy, kind of because um Life is Beautiful. Life is Beautiful is considered a comedy slash drama, and that I don't know if that won
Wait,
Best Picture though.
is that? Yeah, I did. That was the black and white
Black
version.
and white,
No,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I remember that actor. He was the one that everybody. That was the French actor that
Was he
everybody's
French?
like,
I thought he was Italian. Was he French?
oh, sorry, Italian. You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
okay.
Italian.
I
And
could.
they were like, he was. It was just amazing. I didn't watch that movie, but everybody
You
said it
didn't
was
watch it?
amazing.
That's a
Nah, bro.
good. See, that's a great movie. It's great, and it's not even. That's one of the rare, or probably maybe even one of the first foreign films I ever fully watched, and it was really good. Are you frozen? Wait, I thought the way your face is frozen. I thought you were looking at me like, bro, what are you talking about? What's going on? My neck work down? No, but yeah, Life is Beautiful. Great movie. Um, I don't know if we fully lost everything here, but he's gonna go out and come back in. So I'm gonna talk to people by myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, I think North America's done a great job of fooling us into thinking that this is where everything should come from. And we've done a great job of buying in worldwide or globally speaking. We've done a great job of buying in, sadly. So which hinders those who are not seeking, again, those who aren't seeking new things or new experiences will be stuck on the hamster wheel called North America or Europe or UK. Because again, you're muted. I don't know if your mic is showing is muted right now.
Yeah, yeah,
There you go.
good.
Like I was saying, I could compare it to people, friends and family that I know that they only travel to Jamaica. That's all they know.
Mm,
Every chance they get, that's where they're going for vacation, and they have a great time.
yeah.
They enjoy it. So on one hand, who am I to knock it? But on the other hand, my thing is you don't know that you can have a great time in a different place. And I think again, that's what the North American Eurocentric, because I think it includes UK as well
Mhm,
and
mhm,
Europe. The
mhm.
Eurocentric uh, viewpoint has marketed it into have marketed in has marketed themselves into making us believe these are the lands of milk and honey. Not to mention
Mm, true.
historically the colonization of the world by a lot of these countries, if not all the countries that we're talking about. Their culture has spread out throughout, and therefore a form of brainwashing has spread throughout. Like if you were from the Caribbean, you were taught that one of the best things you could do is get to America, Canada, or the UK in order for a better life. And that was pumped in straight because shoot, you still have the queen on your money, bro.
Mm, mm.
The very symbol of opulence, the very symbol of what we're using to as commerce or to survive or what we're trying to attain is right on our money.
Yep,
So why
yep.
wouldn't we go? Why shouldn't we go over there? And then, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these places open their borders to their colonized citizens in order to bolster their own economies, and
Yep,
which resulted in
they
a
fall for it.
deficiency
Yep.
from back home. Like my dad's friend says, patriotism is probably the second biggest import in Jamaica, besides or biggest money driver in Jamaica, because sending stuff back home is
Mhm.
what's keeping the country going. Meanwhile, you're not seeing the sad part is the people who are sending money back home are doctors and lawyers and people with money who moved out of the country and decided to stay out of the country rather than go back and build. And that's what keeps the country in the state that it is. It's just a cycle. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I know I got a little deep as I usually do, but ultimately that's what I'm saying about pretty much the topic of why is it that America or North America could shit on the rest of the world and act like they're bigger than, and it's because they've taught the world that they are.
And if you kind of if you pull back that sheet, you can see that North America is on an even keel with the rest of the world, if not lower,
If not lower.
because again, propaganda and marketing makes them look different. So yeah, there are some super like again, we'll talk about sports. There are athletes who you will never know that are amazing because they'll never get that spotlight, like that touch, and
That's a
they're
fact.
they'll killing it out there. Oh, did you see the 60-year-old? Yeah, but he can't play because he doesn't have the money to do this. He doesn't have the boots or doesn't have the ball. He doesn't. But he's great. Then you give Timmy the ball here. Hey, shoot, Timmy. Oh, you'll get him. Hey, he's gonna be good. And then you put in money and pump him into a superstar,
Yeah,
and then you have a first round draft pick,
and
right?
that's what we refer to as infrastructure. That's the infrastructure of things.
Mhm,
That's what they have built again as
mhm,
part of that marketing machine. The infrastructure is built in. If we even take it to a scale of North America versus North America, if we compare the American music scene to the Canadian music scene, it's now night and day.
yeah.
And we have a system set up where artists can not even loans, get grants from government,
Mhm,
but we're nowhere near the infrastructure that America has. We don't have the managers, we don't have the engineers, we don't have the the behind the scenes
yeah.
foundation like they have built over there where you can become a millionaire in your own city. Not to mention the population, that's also a factor.
True,
Agent. But
true.
you can become a millionaire in your own city by selling your music locally. We don't have that capability here. We don't even have that.
Well, no, I wouldn't say we don't have the capabilities. I just don't think it's at that greatest level. You
Valid.
could be,
It's
you
not
can
there now.
be
It's
right.
yes,
I
it's
mean,
possible.
yes, you're right. You can be
Mhm.
a millionaire in your own city, but
Right.
here you could be a 100,000 there type of person. If you put out that effort. Now again, the
Mm,
effort levels
valid.
are
No, I
different,
think you're right. I think you are
right?
right. Actually, I
Effort
think you're
levels are different. You can
absolutely.
probably do less and get more in the US,
Yes, yes, yes.
whereas you want to get to that level of where they are in the US, you have to go 10 times even more in Canada to get where
Fact.
you want.
That
Guys, I'm
that
like Maestro, you know what I'm saying? He was pumping numbers for years, one of the greatest of all time, and he wasn't getting no love in the US until that one track. And then it was it. Like, did he get any
but
love
I
after that?
I'd be very interested, well, yes, yes, to a degree, but I'd be very interested to know if Maestro was make like how much. I'm not saying he wasn't making money, but I would be
He's
very interested to know.
he's
That'd be very
comfortable. He's comfortable.
I at that time, now I think he'd probably be comfortable. Well, he better. I hope so. At that time, I'm very curious. We might be surprised because
I
there's
think
some
you're
guys in the states who were at Maestro level, if not bigger, and they were still broke.
true, true, very true, very true,
So you never know.
very true,
Never know.
very true.
It's very interesting. That would be a very interesting question.
Yeah,
Get
there's a lot.
Maestro on the show one day.
Oh, we gotta link him. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
link him. But again, guys like Cardi, same thing, right? He was. I think he had a period in his career that he was that it guy. He represented something that couldn't be duplicated in the U.S. So they
Mhm.
took him from Canada and said, "Here, let's use this man." And he was all
That's
over the place.
that's a
He was
fact.
all over the place. And again, he's back in Canada doing his thing. Now he's on the what was it, Canada's Got Talent or whatever. I don't know,
Yeah,
X
yeah,
Factor.
yeah.
Again,
He's also a label exec. At least he was
exactly.
last night.
Yes, yes, no, yes, yes. That's correct. That's correct. So
Mhm.
again, what I would love for someone like that to do is just to help spread knowledge to everybody and
Mhm.
just let everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not doing it.
No, one thing about Cardi, he reaches out. I'll give him
Right.
that. That he's
Right.
always been that guy to try to get the next generation
Mm,
a hand. That's one thing with him. He's one of the few that I could say,
mm,
or maybe it's because I've witnessed it, or I've seen it. I know people who have benefited from it.
right.
That reaches back and says, "Yo, one of the first established Canadian artists to do tracks with Drake, even before Drake was Drake, when he was first coming up. One of the first artists I seen do tracks with guys that I'm do work with, like Daniel
Mm,
Son and A Son, from that level and that age of Canadian hip hop, I should say, Canadian music. So Cardi's one of those guys, definitely.
shout out to Cardi for real.
Shut him up.
He's a legend. He's a legend. But again, yeah, there's again Canadian legend. Then you have American legend. Man like Jay Z, who probably will not make another album for the life of him anymore. Doesn't need to.
So much of a legend, I don't even think they put the word American in front of it. They would just say he's a legend. And that's when you know you reach a level of, I don't even know. It's international success. And Jay-Z, Beyonce, um, Taylor Swift, Drake, um, who else is there? Katy Perry, like these top of the level artists who are are have a fan base like a fanatic, like the meaning of fan, like fanatic fan base that rides with them and promotes them more than their machine promotes. Like, I mean, these artists could drop an album out of the blue and blow and sell millions in days.
Sometimes you just have to hope that the technology will work properly for you sometimes. It
Don't
just
kill me.
it's so what's the word? So frustrating that you have all this equipment and
Doesn't work properly.
doesn't work properly. I mean, I can game on systems and whatnot, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of put things to rest in terms because I wanted to make sure I put out quality stuff. So when you're seeing
Mm.
things just shut down and what I'm like, man, what's wrong? And
Yeah,
then you
no,
have to now take it to a professional to get it checked, and then say, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, but it's
then
not
why is it
working the way it
doing
should be
this?
working. Yeah, what's wrong?
It's
It's just
great
weird.
until it doesn't work.
Exactly.
But hey, on that note, maybe it's a sign.
Hey, you're right. We're back though. We're
Yeah, we
back.
back. We back.
But we're definitely going to be. We'll set up a new routine and schedule. Try to pump out some videos for you guys. I think I like the Streamyard thing again. I'm gonna have to start paying for this again to make it work. It's
Mm,
easy. It's easy. I mean, the other stuff that I was doing, it is me, like, but it takes a lot of time now, and I don't want to do all that, I just want to just get on, talk our stuff, throw a few tidbits and voiceovers and whatever, and then ship it off to get it done to the YouTube page. So
mm.
we'll work on that. We'll work on that. But yeah, we back. We have a lot of things we can definitely talk about. Again, shout out to the Jays winning game one
Yep,
already,
yep,
the
and
World
blowing
Series.
them out.
Now, do you now just before we go, do you think they're winning the whole thing?
Let me say this. My father thinks they will. He's far more of a baseball fan than I am. I'm gonna go with his prediction. The Toronto in me is always wary.
Listen, this
But
is
they're
why I
looking
know
good. They're
the
looking good.
the universe is funny for a weird reason. Okay, Blue Jays
Mhm,
make the World Series.
excuse me.
Their
Mhm,
MVP is is Mr. Guerrero Jr.
mhm.
His father used to play in Canada for the
For the
Montreal Expos.
mhm.
Do you know what just came out on Netflix
Yeah,
just
this
recently?
they had a documentary. Who
I was
who killed the Expos or something like
yeah.
that?
Do
Yeah.
you see how timing and the universe just plays with things? Like all of a
Why
sudden,
this is why these guys think it's rigged, sir. Oh, we didn't even get into that.
hey, we got a lot of stuff we're gonna definitely plot
We
and we're
didn't
gonna
even
have
get
a
into the
systems
NBA
meeting.
scandal. Well, yeah,
Oh,
we gotta we'll get into that.
whoa. He's
Yeah.
locked up. Chauncey, what's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with Chauncey?
Chancey now bill up again. Chauncey was getting too much bill ups.
This
But we'll
guy,
deal with that. Let's not get into it. Let's leave
yeah,
it. Let's
yeah.
do it. Next one, next
But
one, next one, next
but
one.
but I believe
I'm sure
again.
they'll still be locked up. We did that one.
All I know is we're gonna be talking about that for a while because
Yeah.
the more we peel off those layers, the more we're gonna get deep into it, and you're gonna see people just disappear. They're gone. People
Onion
are gonna be
game.
off their shows. Man, like Vince, he'll be like, oh, he's one day he's there, next day he's gone. Whoops. Man, like Paul Pierce hosting the show, and then he's gone because I know him and Chauncey are boys. You never
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
so
Yeah, you never know.
you never know.
Oh
So
boy. Hey. Good episode though, man. Good to get back
most
on the
definitely,
saddle.
yes, yes, we definitely got to do it some more. And
Mhm,
again, we'll bring up more topics. So we're gonna throw this on there as is. We're gonna chop it up, of course, get some shorts and all that for you guys, and we're
mhm.
gonna try to get some hot topics, some hard hitting ones. Because
Word.
there's some stuff that we need to definitely talk about that, and of course get the guests. We will always had some great guests, so we're definitely gonna bring those folks back
Mhm.
and have a good time doing it. So yes, stick around with us. We ain't gone yet. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna have more time. With that being said, your boy the Beast, Slang Hugh, we out. Peace.
Peace.